What's up, metalheads? This is me and Tony, F Corpse. We're going to count down our top 10 records of 1984. What is 1984? Why 1984? I keep raving about 1984. What, what do you think about 1984, Tony?
1984 is that an Orson Welles movie and
Yeah,
novel?
yeah.
No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
yeah, yeah,
1984. That
yeah.
was my first year of high school.
Yeah,
1984, Atwater
really?
High. Yeah. 84, 5, 6. Yep.
That's right, yeah, because you're a year behind me or something, I think, because I think I
Yeah.
was already a sophomore in high school. I think
Yeah.
because I
You
was,
you were 83, 84, 5, 80,
yeah. My birthday
86.
was in September, which I always get it confused because my birthday's in September, which is usually when school comes back. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I was a year behind. I actually had to stay an extra 6 months because I fucked up so bad, to make up
Yeah.
credit.
Yeah. Just so Downey knows, Tony and I went to high school together. We formed a band called Black Mass, or he got me into
Yes.
his band called Black Mass, and we didn't know a thing about playing instruments. Then later on,
Nope.
it turned into Willow Wisp, and the rest is wispatory,
Whispery, whispery,
whispery. Yeah. It's history.
history, and whispery.
Yeah. It
But
was,
that's not a WHISP, it's a
yeah.
WISP.
Uh huh. But that's what I like about 84 because for me, it was like, seeing Ozzy for the first time or first concert ever, like a big concert in March of that year. And then like sort of being a nerd in school, just kind of getting into heavy metal. And, I used to wear that long earring, but
Oh
I'd wear like
yeah,
the surfer clothes where I was trying to be like Jeff Spicoli at the same
yeah.
time. And,
You walk with your foot all turned in,
yeah,
didn't
like
you?
the pigeon toe, I guess they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then walking home from school one day, Tony's like, "Hey, do you play guitar?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I really didn't play guitar at that time. I
Yeah.
lied. I ran home with Grandma, give me a guitar, give me a guitar. And my little
And you're
brother Glenn already had one, so I traded him I think my Iron Maiden piece of mind tape for the guitar.
oh
It's like,
cool. Remember you
yeah,
had a great way of tuning, just tuning
yeah,
as
just
tight as it
tune
would
it.
go.
It's
And then
wherever,
your
yeah, just
strings would
uh,
break all the time. Why the fuck's this piece of shit? Like
yeah.
you
And I
thought
would
the
just put
guitar was
and I'd put
like
my finger
messing up.
underneath. Yeah, put my finger anywhere on the neck,
Mhm.
and then I think you had
That's
a
funny.
we had Marcel. He was already in your band when
Oh
I got
yeah,
in, but
yeah.
he would just strum it without putting his hand on the neck.
Yeah.
So
Dude, I think I forever curse Marcel and his family because I'm like, yeah, you gotta wear a dog collar for your
oh yeah,
fucking your high school yearbook picture. And he's like, oh, I don't know if I should because my mom will probably get pissed off. I'm like, fuck it, just do it anyways.
yeah,
So he has a dog collar and I put eyeliner on him. He looks all sad in his like yearbook picture.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
you
used to
ever
rate
seen
it.
that?
No, yeah, I think I believe so. And we used to raid his ice box and get him in trouble because
It was funny.
we go to his house over after school and eat all of his pizza, and
Mhm.
he'd have to explain to his parents. But he was actually the first one. Me and him, we had a bit of a falling out a few years ago, just because he's the whole Trump thing or whatever. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
which is sad because he was a good friend even on Facebook for a while.
Mm.
But he's the one that turned me on to Merciful Fate. Because remember, every time
Oh
we'd go pick up
yeah.
Jimmy after school, and he'd always have that boom box, and he had the
Oh
Merciful
yeah, I
Fate, and
remember that.
he'd be playing "Don't Break the Oath," and I was like, "Well, I gotta have that," and I think I got it on cassette at the time. I just remember that was probably my first introduction to that kind of music, where it was like, 'cause that album really did kind of scare me, like listening to it in my room, and just the way it sounded. It's just like I never heard a voice like that before, like a singer like that, like King Diamond. And it was
Actually,
actually,
honestly, it still scares me.
yeah,
Not scares me, but it still
gives
retains
you
that
those,
really eerie vibe.
yeah, it gives you those chills. And it's like, so that album that year, that's a album of 1984. So the whole point of the show is to talk about albums that not only made an impact on us in that year, but made an impact on the world. Like there was a lot of big albums came out there, like Ride the Lightning, Don't Break the Oath, as we
Yep.
talked about, Stay Hungry, things like that. And and we're gonna rank them, and we're gonna see, like Tony's got his top 10, I got my top 10. We got some honorable mentions and some worth mentioning albums. It's just because there's so much stuff that was out that year that is like it was hard to like narrow down. Like, what'd you say? You had like 30 records you had to narrow
We got
down?
a lot of honorable mentions.
Right?
I had to narrow down from, I think, 34 total is what I
Yeah.
had.
Yeah, I think I got
And that
about
was
10 in
hard to
my.
do itself, man. That was like fucking
Yeah,
difficult.
'cause there's so many damn good releases. And then if it's this is cool because then, like I said later on, I like to do the best of 1995 or 85 and 86 and
Hmm.
80 up until metal kind of started. I guess metal was always good. It was just obviously it evolved because once Nirvana came out and all the bands, and then they got the more newer metal
Yeah.
bands. But then that's when when those bands were kind of like the bands that we loved in the '80s were started kind of sucking, we were
Mhm.
kind of going more underground, and like you were listening
Yeah.
to like a lot of like the Morbid Angel and those kind of bands, and
Mhm.
especially in the late '80s and '90s, early '90s.
In hindsight, looking back on the 90s, back when
Mhm.
I hated most of the mainstream crap,
Yeah,
now looking back, it's great stuff. I'm fans of a lot of the
yeah,
stuff I used
yeah.
to
Same
not like,
here. Yeah, even a lot of bands that released albums that sort of flew under the radar that had
Mhm.
they were actually good records, but just they just no one really knew about them because everyone was into the grunge thing and you know flannel rock. There's
But
hair,
when it comes to Pearl Jam and Creed, I just can't do it.
yeah, me too.
Sorry.
Try it. I'm like that with Tool too. I can't get into Tool, man. It's like
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I respect
everyone,
Tool.
I
They're
respect their
amazing
musicianship, and
musicians, but
yeah,
like I like prog too. I love prog, but
yeah,
Tool
me
just
too. I just,
nothing
I think,
catches me. It's just so uncatchy. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, I love the way the bass and drum
I get
sound
it.
on some of their stuff, but I think when he starts singing, it just sounds like it's
Yeah, his
just,
voice, dude, it's like just
yeah,
his voice really annoys me.
he's just
No
whining.
disrespect or anything. It just doesn't
Yeah,
grab me. I
yeah.
can't get into those guys.
Because it sounds like he's probably singing about some really deep shit. Like I know he's at the
Yeah.
Perfect Circle and stuff like that. And he's a pretty interesting guy, that Maynard dude or whatever. But yeah,
Hmm.
just his voice. It's to me, it's just whining. Like, same with that band Stain that everyone's into. That Aaron,
I'm like
whatever his
that
name is.
with Meshuggah as well. Totally
Yeah,
respect musicianships. Just the songs, just
yeah, and they're like one of the
they're just
biggest.
there's no earworms or hooks or anything. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. It's
But
when it
it's
gets
good
too annoying.
stuff. I can respect it. It's amazing
Mhm.
from a musician
Yeah,
standpoint.
yeah. What was your first major concert in 1984 you went to? Like mine was Ozzy. What was yours? 1984. We're talking major concert. We're talking about like
A
Ozzy's
great,
level.
great show I'll never forget. Wasp,
Yep, I was there with you.
Helix, and
Helix.
Crocus.
Yeah. Remember we were tripping out. Remember when the singer Helix rolled into the crowd or
Yeah,
whatever, like off stage, and we're all like trying to grab him and stuff.
yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
trying to.
I always look for that footage on YouTube, but I never see it because I
Yeah,
remember
me
I
too.
jumped through the aisle over to
Yeah,
like
I
try to
remember.
grab them.
Uh,
That was badass.
yeah, your thing's clanking pretty bad. You're ding, ding, click, click, click,
Really?
click. No, but it's all right. I think I'm only
Let me
hearing it
take it
because
off.
my headphones are so sensitive, so that's probably why.
Yeah,
But yeah, and then
let me take
we were a
this
little
off.
bit disappointed because I remember Wasp didn't really get to throw the meat out or anything, and they just threw
Mhm.
out posters, and which is crazy. Why throw posters out? Those shit's gonna get torn up and shit.
That's true.
But it's so badass to see Wasp in their prime at the time. I mean, it was like fuck Chris
Yeah.
Holmes, and I was a big Chris Holmes fan at that time. I still love Chris Holmes now. I love him now because he's just like doesn't give a fuck and the way he sings and
Hmm.
stuff. And I got his albums and it's like and his
He's a
lyrics are
mean
just so,
man.
yeah, and his lyrics are just so like simple. Like he just sings about whatever. Like I got drunk drive or driving drunk and
Mhm.
I don't give a fuck. And it's just
Yeah.
like he just sings like whatever's on his mind.
This comes off as a parody, but it's not.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing
But
about
the
it.
thing about him, man, is he's still got that guitar tone. I think that's what I like about his new music is like that guitar sound he has is just so fucking
Yeah.
good sounding. But yeah, and he survived cancer. But yeah,
Yeah.
so Wasp, that was a concert you saw. Before that, I went to Rat, because that was my second concert in that year. Rat with
Hmm.
Fast Away, and there was a
Oh,
band. I think
cool.
they were called Bronze or something like that. There was like
Oh, Bronze. Shit. You saw
yeah,
Bronze?
yeah, they were like the main opening band, and which I barely remember them, but I remember them being kind of dressed in black. There was a blonde singer, um, and then yeah, they opened it, and then Fast Away, Fast
Hmm.
Eddie Clark on guitar, and then Rat, man.
Nice.
Which is weird because I always thought that concert I went to was in '85, but I guess it was '84. Yeah, it was like I even looked it up online. I used to have that shirt. And I remember I took my picture at school the next day.
Yeah.
You used to make fun of me. Hey, you look like Frankenstein or whatever. But
Frankenstein.
I got a contact high for everyone smoking. I didn't smoke no pot then, but everyone smoked around me, and
Oh
I'm all
yeah, because your
freaking
hair was all totally like you just woke up, went
yeah,
to school,
yeah,
like total bedhead and shit.
yeah. I think I even got to wear my rat shirt in the photo. Yeah,
Frankenstein. This one, I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, that was a great year, man. 1984,
Mm. Yeah,
the fall of
awesome year. Awesome.
the fall of the world. The prediction. What was that? You say it was George Orwell that had the book or something like that. What is that thing? I don't think I ever read it.
It's like dystopian future,
Oh yeah.
banning books, book burnings, and all that kind of
So
shit.
basically, what ended up happening already.
Kinda. It was a bit more extreme. You should read it.
Hmm.
Interesting. I haven't read it for 20 years, but
Yeah. Remember Sweet Poison? And those were
oh
some
hell yeah,
good shows we went to. Yep.
yeah.
Those guys just got back together not too long ago and did that documentary. Rest in peace, Kenneth Rankin. That was a shock.
Yes.
When found out he passed away, it's like, wow, we just talked to that guy like
I
a year
almost went to
before.
the funeral service, but I couldn't
Yeah,
make it. But I got a, nice pamphlet they sent to me, and
yeah,
so it was really sweet of them.
yeah. I felt bad too because Mike Nunez, that he used to manage him, as a good friend
Hmm.
of ours on Facebook. He was trying to get me to go, and I told him I
Yeah.
just can't. I'm all the way up here to Portland, and I mean, if I could, I would. Definitely, I would love to be there. But
Well,
is there
he's
any
the one
way?
that sent me the pamphlet.
Oh, he did. Okay,
Actually, I should have. I could show you, but well, I'll show you some other time.
that'd be cool. Yeah. I was thinking, is there a way I could zoom it? I don't know. People attend funerals by Zoom since COVID, but but yeah. But anyway, so yeah, he's a phenomenal drummer and a great loss. But I'll be
Hmm.
talking to Mike soon. I'm gonna have him on
I know, that's
metal
cool.
the metal block soon. So he's got, I guess that song he's got called Suicide King. I guess has been getting some pretty good attention. I guess he got some kind of award for it or something.
Oh, really?
We talked-
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
that video he made and stuff. It's actually a really good song too.
Nice. I got to
Yeah,
hear it.
yeah. It's called Suicide King. Deep. Yeah, man. So 1984. So we're gonna top our top 10. Got a lot to go through. You want to get into this?
Yes.
Let's do
I'm
it, man.
excited.
Yeah.
Who's gonna start first? You,
I don't
me,
know.
me.
Let me hear
Let's
your
draw
top.
straws.
Yeah. The paper, scissors,
I
cut.
got one over here. Ready?
Yeah.
I got a straw. I
Yeah.
got a straw. That
Oh shit! What is that kind of straw? Is
means.
that Mickey Mouse on there? No.
Why don't you go first? I don't want
All
to
right,
go
cool.
first.
All right. So my number 10. It was hard to put this at number 10. It did start up a little bit higher, but just as I kept going through my collection, it kept going down and down and down. But it's doesn't take away from it being a phenomenal record. Is Twisted Sister Stay Hungry.
Oh yeah.
It's the pinnacle
Awesome.
of it's one of the pinnacle albums of 1984.
Hmm.
Obviously I want to rock the price, but I love Burning Hell. I think it's like one of the greatest like metal songs
Oh
kind of
yeah.
ever
It's
written.
heavy.
It's
Heavy too.
heavy.
Heavy as hell.
Yeah, it was definitely ahead of
Did
its
you ever
time.
hear the Jimmy Borgir
Yeah, yeah.
version of it?
Yep, yep.
It's badass.
Didn't Cradle of Filth cover them too, or not? Or am I thinking of
Yeah,
something
the
else?
fire still burns.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So do you
phenomenal
have an
record.
original press or a reissue?
It's probably reissue because I bought this back when I first started getting back into vinyl, like around
Oh,
2019,
okay.
2020, and going on Amazon. I just got whatever
Yeah.
Amazon for 20 something bucks. But yeah, it's definitely probably a reissue. It's music on vinyl is the
Yeah,
pressing.
yeah. It's a reissue.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I got to say, all of mine I'm going to show are all original press.
Yeah, yeah. This is
Mhm.
2015 original, a press from
That's cool.
2015. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you got all the original presses because you got this. You still kept all your shit from from the days that.
Yeah.
Remember we used
Most
to
of
trade.
it.
Yeah, remember we used to trade all of our records, like between you, me, Paul, Jude, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we used to just trade back and forth. And that's how we always ended up with different records, and can't do that. Well, yeah, I guess people could still do that these days, but you got to live in the
That's
same
true.
time. But
So is it clanking? It's better, right? It's good.
yeah, it's a way. But yeah, I haven't heard no clinking in
Okay,
a while.
cool.
So
So
you're number 10.
that's my number 10. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Let me
number
ask you,
10.
do I need should I take the plastic off?
Yeah, if it's up to you if you want to. I mean, I did
Okay.
mine just because it does a little
It's
glare.
the
That
glare. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, but
All right,
yeah.
ready?
Mm-hmm.
So here I go. My number 10. I want to
Right.
surprise everybody
All right.
because I bet you couldn't even guess this one. There you are.
I'm gonna say Judas
Just let me.
Priest, Defenders
No,
of the
no, no,
Faith.
no.
Oh,
So
the
let me give you
audience.
3 guesses. I'll give you 3 guesses, okay,
All
just
right,
for fun.
all right.
Go ahead. You'll never guess it.
Defenders of the Faith, the first
Nope.
Icon record,
Nope.
or Lizzie Borden, Give Me the Axe.
No.
All right,
I'll give you one more.
all right. Let's see what else. Armored Saint, March of the Saint.
I'll even give you a hint. Jeff Ewert.
Oh, uh,
Oh, that probably gave it away, but you'll see.
so what? Willow Wisp, early Crystal Axe.
Here we go.
Oh, oh yeah. Oh, Viper. Shit. I totally forgot about those guys. Oh yeah.
Viper.
Damn.
There's
I gotta
still
get that
probably
on.
glare in here, huh?
Yeah. No, I could see it really good. Viper.
Dude, I'm
Oh yeah.
Viper or something.
Prepared to
I'm
strike.
bad with this. Yeah, prepared to strike. See?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because we had that song Ready to Strike.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a bad glare. I'm sorry, but
No, you can see it. I mean, it's just like mine was kind of glary looking.
the singer right here, Christy Black. That's the Jeff Ewert. Remember, Jeff was
That's right. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was Christy.
Christy's Fuck.
Christy Fox, maybe, or no, Christy.
Yeah.
Was it?
Christy Fox.
That's what it was. Yeah. Yep. And then
Now look at this. There's Jackie Fox
hmm
and there's Christy Black,
Oh
and he
yeah,
just
yeah,
put Christy Fox.
yeah. That's right. Now, because we had that song "Ready to Strike." I can't remember. Did you write the lyrics for that, or did Jeff write his own lyrics when he sang with us?
Shit. I don't
You
know,
know, he
man.
passed away. He passed
Yeah,
away too.
no,
I
that
didn't.
sucks.
Yeah, I didn't even know
Yeah,
like until like last year. I think I found out. And
that's
all these
sad.
people on Facebook, man. Like, I don't hear from them for a couple of years, and I'll go on their page. I was like, "R.I.P. R.I.P." I was like, "Damn, man." It's like no one told me.
Yeah,
um,
that was sad. I got a little sad there.
yeah,
I was gonna do a tribute. I might have done a tribute to him.
yeah. I think I did like a
I'll have
little.
to scroll back through my
Mhm.
save files and see.
Yeah. Yeah. Ready to strike. I would like to hear those songs again. You still got them on the reel, huh? The reel, that demo. Mhm.
But this unfortunately is one I didn't have from back then, but I
Yeah.
got
So
it over the last maybe 20 years, I think,
now is
somewhere.
that a reissue though, or is that like a first
Nah,
pressing?
no, it's a first press.
Yeah, yeah.
All originals.
You think that band's still together, or like
I don't know. I have to research. I don't think
yeah,
so.
you have to look them up. I would like to find a lot of these guys, or if they're together or not, and if they are, it'd be cool to get them on the show.
So I recommend the song Dealer.
Oh
He
yeah.
hits a real super high pitched scream on that, like Halford.
Okay.
Dealer! That one's badass, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I have to
check
look
out
them up.
Dealer. It's fucking heavy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. I haven't seen it in a while, or heard of it in a while. Like so I
Hmm.
forgot about him actually. So that's the beauty of this show. We're gonna remind each other of things that we forgot about, or I might get turned on to something that I didn't even know existed that you have, and I
That's my
probably have
number
most.
10.
I think most of my stuff is gonna be stuff you already know or probably have, because I've always been more not underground stuff, but
Yeah.
like I said, I just chose albums that like had the most, not only the impact on me, but just the most impact of that year. But
I'm doing that too. The
yeah,
Viper was important to me because me and Jeff would always listen to it
you
in
always
his
listen to
room.
it. Yeah,
He'd have that shit cranked like
uh,
nonstop, and the song
yeah,
just drilled in my head, dude, like
yeah.
over and over and over again.
Remember his brother with that crazy looking brown
Yeah,
flying V, and he had those big
yeah,
old long
yeah.
fingers, and I'd always be like
And
tripping
you
out how
should
he.
just sit there and like just play random notes like full
Yeah,
speed just for like
uh-huh.
5 hours straight. Like,
Yeah, that boy
but
loved
it was
his
just a bunch
guitar.
of nonsense. It was
Yeah.
just random like notes that didn't make sense and stuff.
We go to Jeff's house, and his dad would always be on the in the watching TV. Hey, hey. And they always would talk to each other. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
what's up, hey?
Hey, hey. Yeah, it
Oh
was
man.
funny.
All right. Now my number we're on number 9, right? I did
Hmm.
10. Number 9 is we just talked to this guy, damn it. Breck.
Mm.
I had to put it in here. Like especially after rediscovering it after,
Hmm.
and just realizing how good of a record this was back then, and it still holds up well today. Like I said, I put this up there with the first Wasp album and Twisted Sister,
Yeah.
just because the music is so it's catchy. It's like like I said, there's like we were talking to Brett. I was like, I'm so shocked. Like some of these songs didn't go as big as like "Come On, Feel the Noise" or "We're Not Going to Take It" because so anthemy and well produced. It'd be different if it was not produced really well, but and it was on
Hmm.
MTV a lot. So Madam X, got the two sisters. I
Yeah.
thought it was kind of a cool concept back then because you either had a band that was all guys or you had like a solo artist like Lita Ford or Joan Jett or something, or I think we had Girl School, which was like the main
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
female band, and the Runaways. And then you got a band that just came out with two girls, two guys to please everybody.
But do you
Please all.
remember? Excuse me. Another great band from the album came out in '84, I believe, too. Rock Goddess.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were really good. Rock Goddess.
Oh yeah, I remember them. Yeah, so they were like another female band, right? It was,
Yeah, the three sisters.
yeah, that's
Or
right.
no, two sisters and a bassist, but they were all
Yeah,
chicks.
like who were the main chicks back then? It was okay. We had Betsy Bitch, we had Rock Goddess,
We
the
had
two
Lee
girls,
Aaron.
Lee Aaron from Canada,
We had Wendy O. Williams.
Wendell Williams.
Hart, of course.
Yeah,
Uh,
so there's quite a good amount of women, but I think the most focus was always on the guys, and then the women were supposed to be the
oh,
groupies, and
I got a good one. Leather Leone from Chastain.
oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, she's still going. She's still a great singer.
Is she? Huh.
Yeah,
To,
awesome, dude. Really good.
have to get her on the metal block. So if you're watching this, people check out the interview we did with Brett Kaiser of Madam X. It was really good, and this can be airing.
Hmm.
It's probably aired by the time you see this. It's already aired. What's
Yep.
your number 9? What's your number
My
9?
number 9 is one I'm sure you might have in your top 10, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Wow.
Oh, I was going to put it. You know what I mean, I love the look and I love the whole. I, it's the production that kills me on that album. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's the over reverby vocals and the.
Mine. Oh, I used to have the red press, but now I just got the black
Yeah,
press.
I think I got
Still
the.
original though.
I think I got maybe. I think my cover looks different in yours. I know there was two different covers, right? Like
Yeah.
I think mine has a green logo or something. But I should have broke it
Yeah.
out.
Wrathchild, Stack Attack.
Yeah, second. 'Cause I got mine off Discogs recently, and I don't think it was. It might have been a reissue, but a reissue from probably back in the day.
Yeah, this is
So
on Heavy Metal Records,
yeah.
HMR Records.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. But still,
See
I
the
mean,
thing with
that's a classic band, huh? 'Cause,
yeah, the thing with Wrathchild. Honestly, I was more into the look. I like the
yeah,
music, but
yeah.
that's
That's
a
what.
bit secondary to me. They
Mhm.
just look so fucking cool. So
I think the first time we seen them or heard of them was remember Tiffany, that chick I went out with. Didn't she have
yeah,
that
yeah,
album or whatever, or she had a
yeah.
flyer of them or some kind of thing? We're like, holy
She
shit,
had
is
the
that bad?
album.
She had the
Yeah,
album, right? Yeah, and
yeah.
we're like,
Pretty
did
cool,
you
right?
did you get that back in the day, or did you get that? Did you?
Nah,
Yeah. Where'd you find it at?
not
Record
cool.
store, or did you order it?
I don't remember. This might be Discogs. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I tend to forget where I get. I got so much stuff, man. I forget most of it where I got
Me
it
too.
from.
Me too.
So yeah, what are some good songs on your Stack? They have the video for Stack Attack with the
Yeah. So.
pyro and all that,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
they're all
Because.
fucking like high heels and the leather and chains, and
Hmm.
so that's a cool video.
Yeah, I did see that on YouTube.
Trash Queen, that's a good one.
Yeah. Oh
Trash
yeah,
Queen.
yeah,
Whoa, that one's
yeah.
pretty cool.
And they're from
Kind
England,
of
right?
bubble gummy sorta, but they're
They're probably
cool.
like the Wasp or Motley Crue of England, like as far as the look and like
Yeah,
the
I mean, look at
sound.
that, man. With
Yeah,
the nails and all that
yeah,
stuff. So they're kind of
yeah,
mixing Slayer with
yeah,
Motley Crue a
yeah.
little bit.
And they might have been around before Slayer, right? You think or no? Hmm.
Yeah,
Just
or maybe
probably
around the
about
same time.
maybe about the same time. Yeah,
Actually, no. Wrathchild actually formed in I think '79
yeah,
initially.
yeah. But then they might have gotten popular around the same time Slayer did.
Yeah, they never really
UCAT.
got that big,
Yeah, I
but
mean, then there's a Wrathchild UK, or was there Wrathchild America? There was like two Wrathchilds
hmm
there for a little bit. Yeah,
yeah, Wrathchild America, they were more kind of thrash.
yeah, yeah,
They're a great band too.
yeah. I remember they had to like sort of work something out in the courts of the
hmm
name. Yeah, man. So that's your number. That's your number 8, right?
Shit, no, I'm lost. Who's on my number 9, right?
Yeah. So
How many have I
it,
showed? Two.
yeah, you showed two. So there is our number 8 for me. And this album has such a big impact on my
Ah, yes,
is Defenders of
awesome.
the Faith. I mean, would it
That's a
be
great one.
is it one of Judas Priest's best albums? I think it's one of the best. Is it their best album? Probably not, but
hmm
just so I mean, to me, I think the song "Free Will Burning" kind of started or speed metal because there was no. I don't think there was any other bands playing that fast. Well, maybe there was in '84, but I mean, just playing like that's the song "Free Will Burning" was so the way it was being picked and everything, the picking
Yeah,
and the way the drums were. I mean, yeah, you had Slayer and stuff already kind of coming out at that time, but as far as mainstream, I think that's what just seems like they kind of did it first. And I don't know.
remember the Free Will Burning video where Halpert's
Yeah,
playing the video game? That was
yeah.
pretty
That's why I
cool.
relate too much. 'Cause I spent most of my time at that time in the arcade playing pole
Yeah, I did
position,
too.
and we played Dig Dug, and
Remember, I
uh,
was a master. I'm still a master at Dig Dug, dude. I can
yep,
flip that game
yeah,
like 10 times. I know every screen still to this day.
yeah. Do they have it around there where you could play it? And like any
I had one across the street from me at a laundromat.
okay, yeah, because the only
So
one
I
I
used to
ever
go there, play, and then they took it away. I was all
mm,
sad, but
yeah, the only time I get to play a classic is Miss Pac-Man at the movie theater. It's like,
yeah.
I beat the
Yeah,
high
Priest.
school.
That's a great one. Defenders
Yeah,
of
I
the
mean,
Faith. Even though I
yeah,
like Screaming for Vengeance better, but I still
yeah,
like Defenders of the Faith too.
yeah. I think it's a flawless record. I don't think there's, especially like Screaming, Defenders of Faith. I think those are two records that doesn't have any filler on it. It's just every song is really good. Like
Mhm.
You know, so some bands will put on like a song or two that's like, ah, fuck it, let's just put this on the record and see where it flies,
Yeah.
you know. But they actually every song is good on that. Yeah,
The Sentinel, Some Heads Are
Sentinel.
Gonna Roll.
Yeah,
I
what's a
remember. Oh yeah,
Jawbreaker?
Jawbreaker. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Which I like
Yeah,
that
it's a
too because
great album.
I used to eat the Jawbreakers as a kid, so that's I
Mhm.
related.
While you were listening to Priest play
Yep,
Jawbreaker, you were
yeah,
eating Jawbreakers,
and
breaking
playing pole
someone's
position.
jaw.
Yeah, and playing pole position at the same time. Yeah, I remember like
You're eating a Jawbreaker, breaking someone's jaw while
yeah,
you had Jawbreaker
yeah,
playing on your
yeah.
stereo.
Because how see in '84 I was how old was I? 14 or 15 or 16. But I don't know what when I maybe I might have been 15 when this album came out, but I was like a little kid because I remember going out with this girl named Tracy or whatever, and she was older.
Hmm.
She was a couple years older than me. We were at the park, and I remember that's where I remember Definitive Faith. I had it in my little Walkman or whatever it was. The tape might have had a boombox. I just was playing that
Hmm.
song. I was running around the park all
Oh,
like a
cool.
little kid or whatever. And then I came back to her and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to break up with you. You're too immature." I was like, "It's like fuck you, bitch."
She's like 16.
Yeah, you better fuck me first though. But no,
Yeah.
I was still a virgin then.
So
Virgin
wait, no, I'm
until I
confused.
met that chick Erica. Remember, step into my
Oh
office.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
My
Who's that
grandmother.
one chick you went out with, dude? She was a metal chick. It wasn't Erica. It was another one with like brown hair. What was her name? I forgot.
Oh yeah, she was like I think she was like kind of after Erica maybe.
I don't know. I
She
just
had kind of
remember
like
some girl.
she had kind of a like bad skin on her pimply face maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's her
yeah.
name?
She smoked a lot of marijuana, I believe. I think she was like really into smoking pot and just kind of
Yeah.
yeah, kind of skinny, kind of looked like
I remember
this.
her.
Yeah, I think I remember you used to say she kind of reminded you of the chick from the Bengals or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, 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 I can't remember her
Yeah,
name,
her.
but yeah, Ashley
Okay.
maybe. I think her name might have been Ashley. Sounds like
Oh, okay.
that's the name that sticks
Hmm.
out to me. Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Yes, I got those fond
So
memories. What was your
I'm
number?
next.
Yeah, number I guess 8.
I gotta take them out of the plastics. I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, so a record actually Jimmy got me into. Boom.
Oh yeah, I was gonna put that on my list. So it's like I should have been an honorable mention because I did get that on
Sorry,
vinyl.
it's already got the plastic I don't want to take off, but it's the
Yeah, yeah,
best I
yeah,
could do.
yeah. No doubt, that's
Knights of
good.
the New Thunder,
Yeah, that's a good.
TNT.
Yeah, that's a good band right there.
Awesome
Tony,
album. Awesome.
What's his name? Tony Hart,
Tony Harnell.
Harnell. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right there on guitar. I always thought he looked like you. Look,
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh
wait.
yeah, yeah,
There's like
yeah,
Eric
yeah. Had the same
right
nose
here.
and shit.
You know,
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Eric,
Tony Hart.
Eric Fulmer. I'm in TNT.
Yeah, and then what's his name? Ronnie Latecro on guitar. Like he was ahead of his
Yeah,
time as a guitar player, I think, because he kind of had almost like a kind of a futuristic sound to his playing. Like I always
I
felt like
love
he.
this album.
Hmm.
And the song Eddie is a really good ballad. Remember Eddie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah, it's a great song.
I might have to put that on later today. That's a good thing too, doing this list because then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play that record later today.
Hmm. Check this out. I got the gold cent promo.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's what they used to send to the radio stations, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, that makes it a bit more rare.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
it's in the
You have
record
this
along.
one? You have this album, right?
Yeah, I just got it recently. I was able to get it off Discogs because I was wanting some TNT in my collection, and then that first record. I remember me and Jimmy used to crank that in his room. There's a lot of those records, like me and Jimmy would just sit there and try to learn the songs, and because we were just learning how to play and learn how to play by ear, trying to figure out the first
Hmm.
Metallica album, or not first, but Ride the Lightning and that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, just and hearing his dad, Jimmy, get out of the kitchen. Get your fat ass out of the kitchen. I
The
remember
thing with
fans.
TNT is they look kind of glammy,
Yeah,
and they'd go from just good melodic metal to a ballad to almost semi
yeah,
thrashy kind of song, a
yeah.
double bass. So
Uh huh.
they had a good mix of styles.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, they were kind of in a way a little bit ahead of their time for that,
Hmm.
especially that just really really well. And where are they from again? They're from Sweden or Switzerland
Norway,
or Norway.
Norway,
That's yeah.
yeah. Trondheim, Norway, or
Okay,
Trondheim, or however the fuck you say it.
Trondheim probably. Uh, I'm not Norwegian, so
Hmm. So there's my number 7, or
that's your
I don't know.
number. I think that was your number 8. Yeah, that was your number
No,
8. Because my number
yeah, 8.
7. Yeah.
Okay.
So my number 7 is right behind Judas Priest is Iron Maiden,
Oh,
Power Slave.
nice.
This is another
Cool.
staple album that I just, I think I wouldn't say it's my introduction to Iron Maiden, but it was definitely what got me hooked on Iron Maiden. Because you
Hmm.
always had, I think I had peace of mind just from the. Remember we used to do the 12 cassettes for a penny,
Yeah.
and I got peace of mind through that just because the album cover looked really cool, and then my little brother Glenn liked it so much, and that's how I traded
Hmm.
him that tape for his guitar so I could join your band.
Hmm. Hmm.
I remember when you came over, and like, remember I showed you how I play, and like I was doing Black Sabbath, but just with the open string, like
Oh, yeah.
dun, dun. But you thought it was brilliant. You're like, damn, that's fucking brilliant. You're fucking great.
Yeah.
Like
That was funny.
we have no idea what we were doing. It was just like
Uh,
it was like Jimmy had to take lessons because I couldn't afford lessons. So Jimmy took lessons down at Atwater Music, and then he would come home and we would sit in his
mhm.
room and he'd teach me what he learned. So I always like to
Yep.
say I had piggyback guitar lessons,
Yeah.
or secondhand guitar lessons. But Power Slave, yeah, I mean, this is you know another great album with every song that is good. There's a couple like that I can probably skip over, like Back in the Village.
Yeah.
It's an okay song, or Flash of the Blade. They kind of almost sound Flash of the Blade and the Duelist almost sound the same. But.
Yeah, they do kind of. I was about to
Yeah.
say that.
hmm But I mean, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, I think, is just one of the best, like, long epic metal songs ever written. And
Can't beat the title track though, especially that drum intro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The Power
How's it
Slave.
go? It goes like,
y- Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
I love that.
Yep. Yep. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that.
I love that riff. That.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. No. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I love that riff. That riff's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Super Egyptian sounding too, huh?
Yeah. It's a harmonic minor. A harmonic minor scale. Phrygian.
Yeah. Sadly, no maiden in mind.
Damn. You're fucking turn in your metal card now, man.
You
Turn
know
in your
why?
turn in your
Because
metal
in my
badge.
mind, and just in my deluded brain,
Yeah.
uh, Peace of Mind is the masterpiece to me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I
know.
love
I
that
mean,
album.
I do love it, but it seems like when I listen to it, I always
Hmm.
think that Power Slave and Seventh Son are my two favorites. But
Yeah, my two favorites are Peace of Mind and
but Peace of Mind is a great record.
probably Number of the Beast or Killers. I don't know.
Yeah. I've been needing to I need to get that Peace of Mind graphic novel that came out. But I don't want to get I want to get the full one. It's like $300 because it comes with the Eddie figure in the box, like with
Oh
the
yeah,
where he's all chained up or whatever, and then it comes with the book is like in this big old massive looking
really?
casing or whatever. Yeah, it's on Z2 Comics. If you go to Z2 Comics, which releases like a lot of like
Hmm,
metal and rock style comic books,
I'll check it out.
they did the Bruce Dickinson comic book that's out right now for
Oh
the
okay.
Mandarin. Yeah, and it's like really nice stuff. But yeah, that I want that peace of mind, but I don't want to buy just the book. I want the whole thing. So I'm waiting to
Yeah.
save my pennies for the whole thing. But then I don't want it to be a
Well, well,
collector's
man,
item.
you gotta save up for that $1,000 Creatures reissue. You
I know,
know,
right?
I mean,
I
man.
saw that ad again this morning. I was thinking, you know what? If I did have a thought, I might just get them. And I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Because no Kiss fans are poor.
Yeah.
We're all rich.
I'm thinking, well, what does
We're
it
all.
come different than what I already have? I guess it's just it looks like there's two shirts in there.
Yeah, it's not worth it, man.
There's definitely not $1,000 worth of stuff in there, especially when you already have the CD.
Dude, I think going $300 is getting a bit outlandish.
Yeah. Well, did you ever get the Motley Crue one? The Shout the Devil box set?
Nah.
Yeah.
Dude, I was let down by that, man. Way too many pictures of that fucking pentagram.
Me too. I mean, even though I paid, was it $300 I paid for it? It's like, but I did get
Dude,
it.
they should have had a nice booklet with rare shout photos you've never
Hmm.
seen.
Yes, I got
More
it.
stuff like that. It's cool, but man, dude, they got too much shit with
Well,
the pentagram, like too many
yeah.
like little
Well,
things. Like, so what?
my disappointment was no. This was actually only 200. I remember. But my disappointment was there's no booklet. Like, I was hoping to be
Yeah.
like a nice book with a story. But whereas I got the Wasp one, that was like
Hmm.
300. But that book is worth it alone because that book is so expensive with the
Because you
story
know that
between.
photo shoot they did with the big spikes,
Uh huh.
like in the Looks That Kill video, they had the spike walls, and they did a
Yeah.
big photo shoot for that. I bet there's hundreds of photos they never even released.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, there's
Can you
like.
hear me? Okay,
Yeah, yeah. I was just pondering that, thinking like, yeah, you're right.
dude, they could
Imagine.
have for the Shot at the Devil, perfect opportunity to release tons of those badass photos. Like I don't get it.
You hear that, Sam Loomis? If you're watching this, you're done with Kiss. Now go on the Motley Crue and get us those
Yeah,
photos. I'll be glad
yeah,
to
that's what we
share them
need.
for you.
Hmm.
What is your number? What are we on, 7? I did my
Yes.
7. So what's your 7?
My 7 is a gentleman we had on earlier. Can you guess who it is?
Ooh, I would say Brett Michaels, Brett Anderson, Brett. No, excuse Brett Kaiser.
Madam X.
Yeah, yeah, Madam X. Okay, it was good to see that we both had it in our top 10 though.
Can't go
I was
wrong with this album.
Mine was gonna be up a little higher, but it's just like I said, going through that list, it just kept going. But it's like, but it's got to be in the top 10 no matter what, even if it's number 9.
Hmm.
That's great.
What I always loved about that logo is so fucking cool, right?
Yeah. Uh huh.
The way it's designed. I always
That's
loved
why.
that
Yeah. That's why I use
logo.
that one for the ad because I like that one better than the new one. But the new one's cool too. But yeah,
Yeah.
just imagine, like I just I feel like I guess we kind of still have that, just I guess being older, because there's still a lot of bands that release really great album covers. But just imagine being 15 and you're in the record store and you come across that, you're like,
Yeah.
before even hearing the music, you're just like, fuck, I gotta hear that, I gotta have that, just that cover
How can you
alone
go
would really,
wrong? Two
yeah,
hot metal
yeah, two
chicks
hot metal chicks and
and two cool looking dudes
two cool looking dudes, yeah. So it's just like
with
the
big
best,
hair and shit. Like, dude,
yeah,
look at that
yeah.
cool ass outfit.
Remember Brett was saying that they sort of airbrushed his hair, but I mean you could still see it, but it's like, or they
Hmm.
tried to airbrush his hair out, but I guess they made it look like it was all split ends or something. It's like,
Yeah.
but still, I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong with
Well,
it.
what's your favorite song? My favorite song on the whole album is "Metal in My Veins" because
Yeah,
it's a
I like
heavy
the
one, fast one.
yeah, like that was one of my favorites. I like the one where it was she stands and figures. I kind of like that
Oh
chorus
yeah,
with figures or something. I'm bad with song
good
titles.
with good with figures.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, and just the way they goes, she's good with figures.
Oh
It
yeah.
almost sounds like an '80s like kind of new wave band that part,
Hmm.
which is kind of unique.
Yeah.
But yeah, there. I mean, like I said, every song is like an anthem-y sounding, and
Sorry if I'm
just
going out of shot. I'm just
no, no,
arranging these albums over
no,
here.
you're good, man. This is the YouTube. We're not on Fox or NBC. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on the poor man's version of YouTube or NBC. No,
Hmm.
yeah, man. This is
All
the
right, I got some good ones coming up.
I like to
Oh, I
say
can't wait.
I like to say the metal block is the poor man's version of MTV Headbangers Ball
Hmm.
or Eddie
Dude,
Trunk
your
Special.
channel, trust me, your channel, if you just never stop, it's going to be one of the bigger metal ones in a few years.
You hear that? So everyone hit subscribe, smash that button.
Yes.
I always hear a YouTuber say,
Smash, smash,
smash that button.
smash.
Yeah.
How come
Well,
nobody does that? Smash, smash,
you just did it, so
smash.
that's gonna be the thing right now. So you just there we go.
And make it have explosions every time my fist goes.
Yeah, yeah, right. Okay, my number 6 is Ride the Lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had to have this one.
Great one.
Yeah, I mean, this was my introduction to Metallica. I mean, I didn't even
Hmm.
know about Kill 'Em All until after the fact, because it was got this. Me and Jimmy just like I said, it's one of those records that me and Jimmy. I learned how to tune my guitar with this album
Really?
by ear, anyway.
Wasn't
Because
it to Fade to Black, or am I wrong?
yeah, yeah, because whatever song was in A, it was I think Faded Black once the verse came in or whatever, because it
Yeah.
starts out in B. But yeah, it was just be able to hit that open A and then tune that and then tune the rest. Because we were taught to tune with the harmonics or whatever, and that was cool. But then to really train your ear, it was good to tune to that and just or even bands that had an open E song, it was like, okay, boom, and turn it up
Yeah.
and then just tune the rest of the guitar. I never used tuners now. People use tuners and shit.
What were they tuned to on that album?
A440,
Oh,
standard tuning.
Standard?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
standard. That's why I like, that's why I always like standards is because, and I like tuning down for certain reasons, but I'm just so more familiar with A440. Like I can tune it.
Yeah.
I can hear A440 in my head and tune my string to that. Like, and then, because I'm so familiar with it.
Hmm.
No, that's a.
That's a good album. Ride the
Yeah,
lightning. What's your
yeah, man.
favorite song on there?
I want to say Trapped Under Ice.
Cool. What's your least favorite? You have a least favorite?
Probably that Escape song.
Escape?
Yeah. Creeping Death, maybe. I don't know. Creeping Death is good, but it's just
Really?
no. I
Holy
mean,
shit.
I really love it, but I think it's because it's kind of maybe I just feel like I overplayed it back in the day, like maybe
Yeah.
and then playing it on bass, like learning the bass line and shit. Boodoo, boodoo, doo, 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 doo,
Yeah.
doo, 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 doo.
I always play that on bass.
Yeah, me too. I always the only thing I play on bass now, like every time I pick it up, I got to play Rhyme and Ancient Mariner, the solo part, and then
Mhm.
Creeping Death. Like those are the only two bass lines I know.
You know what I love playing on bass by Maiden is Killers.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I love playing that bass.
yeah, yeah. I haven't played bass in a while. I got a 5-string bass, but it's
Oh,
collecting
you know
dust.
what's my favorite bass line of all time to play? Every time I
Uh,
pick the bass up, I got to play it.
uh.
Kiss.
Oh
Sure
yeah.
enough, something.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That I always do 100,000 years. Badoom,
yeah, I
badoom,
do that
badoom,
too.
badoom, badoom, badoom. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I play that all the time too. Dude, I
Or
play it. I probably know every Kiss song now on guitar, probably
yeah.
almost all of them.
Or Detroit Rock City. Dang, doo, doo,
Yeah,
doo, doo, doo. I
yeah,
love
that's
these.
it.
A lot of people are like don't understand. Like Gene was actually, in, if you see him live, the way he sings and he's playing those bass lines. I mean,
Hmm.
he's a good bass player because he knows exactly how to stay in the pocket and he
Had a
does
lot of
those bass runs that he does.
had a lot of walking bass lines, like
Yeah, a
cool
lot of
ones.
walking. Like
So,
he knew his way around the neck. Like
hmm.
he wasn't just improvising that shit. Like he knew
I think it's
exactly
just
where to
because of
go.
the image, the image. Oh, he's so
Yeah,
serious.
yeah, yeah. What's your number six? 666.
Ooh, that is a great prelude. You know why?
Uh,
You know why?
why is that? Because you said you don't have no maiden, so it can't
Do
be
you
Number of
know
the Beast.
why?
Why is
Oh
that?
man,
Do
dude,
you
that was
know why?
perfect. That was freaking perfect. This
Oh
is
shit!
why.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, one of the most evilest, scariest records ever created. King Diamond. That dude's still doing his shit, man. Still waiting for a new fucking album, man, from that dude.
And here's
He,
why I hate my record,
he keeps
my
re-releasing.
original,
Mhm.
because I cut a picture of King out like
Oh yeah.
30, 35, 40 years ago and hung it
Oh
on my
no.
wall like a dumbass.
Yeah, but still, it's in good shape as far as the gloss is still on there. Good. Is that that's your original copy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, this one, dude,
I remember when
and
I first got
there's
it on
a
cassette.
scratch on it,
Oh yeah, yeah,
like a big fucking gash or I don't know.
yeah. That's why I
It's
got the
decent shape.
yeah, yeah. I got Queensryche the Warning from Discogs, and it skips part of it. But it
Uh,
was in good condition, but I think it's also my
Merciful
record
Fate,
player.
man.
Yeah,
Great album.
like yeah, Don't Break the Oath. Yep. Come, come to the Sabbath. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Uh
Combat
huh.
Press.
Yep.
Favorite songs.
Come to the Sabbath. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. What's your favorite song
Let's see. My favorite songs or song?
or song? Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. But I'd have to go with shit. Not shit, but man, I don't know.
Hmm.
I really like
It's hard to tell. Like, with me too. I like
shit.
the
Well, probably Come to the Sabbath, as cliche as that is, but I think that's a
yeah,
masterpiece.
yeah. I like the one that starts with maybe it's a dangerous meeting the way the guitar. Dun. Wait, a- wait, so when it goes like
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah,
Desecration of Souls.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's like
Dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
dun, dun. Bad War.
yeah,
Dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
Yep.
dun, 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 dun.
It's hard to catch that timing when it comes into. When I was playing along to, it's like when that drum comes in, it starts
Mhm.
going wacky timing, but it's good.
Yeah. So
Hell
there you
yeah,
go.
man.
That's my number 666.
All right.
Merciful Fate.
Yeah, perfect title, perfect ranking, you know. So I guess we're at number 5. Number
Yes.
5, this album should be higher, but it's just like you're gonna I just have the ones that made the most impact on me as my top 5 or top 4. This is definitely number 5 for me. Is Dio's The Last in Line, even though it's a picture
Nice.
disc,
Great
but
album.
yeah.
Great album.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the reissue on this because they're gonna be doing the 40th anniversary. That's why I got my Dio shirt on, you know. I just got this Dio shirt the other day. Um,
Oh, cool.
came
Which
straight from
one's that?
the Holy Diver, I think.
Oh,
That
okay.
came straight from
Oh,
the Dio
cool.
store, so it's the official Dio shirt, straight from the Dio website.
Nice.
I bought a Dio baseball too because he sells those baseballs for $10, and it's got his autograph or
Really?
name on it. And it comes in
I
like a
haven't seen that.
cool little case. Yeah, if you go on the Dio website, there's a lot of cool stuff. Oh, and I bought
Oh
the
yeah,
Dio.
because he's a big baseball fan, right?
Yeah, I guess he
Or
was like a huge.
was?
Yeah, he was a big baseball fan, and so he's got a bunch
Okay.
of and they're numbered, so you get the numbered ball or whatever. Only $10. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have one of those. And I got the Dio that book that just came out with the Rainbow Years of him and Rainbow. It was
Oh
like
yeah.
about $100, but it's like fuck man, so much cool photos in there, little stories here and there. But
I
um,
got the Black Sabbath biography that's really rare. When Dio first came in, it's a big, thick
mhm.
book. Have you ever seen it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You've seen the book?
Oh, I haven't seen that. Oh yeah, I did see that one. Yeah, but
It's a biography. It came out in 1980, right after Dio joined.
okay,
Hard to find. I have that book.
I've seen it, but yeah, there's no way I've seen it in person. But I think I've seen
I
pictures
have
of
it
it.
close.
This is a record store day release. Do you ever go to the record store day? Do you ever do that? Like every time I want to go, but I always have to
Uh,
work and I
Actually,
miss.
honestly, I've never been to one of those ever in my life yet.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you have to navigate through a bunch of people, like but
Yeah.
every time then, but like I had to go last year because they had the Ronnie Dio live at Fresno Southern Arena from 1983, so
Oh,
I had to
cool.
get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember that
To
was like
me, it just seems so trendy. It makes me not want to go. I don't know.
yeah. There's some good releases that you know. But a lot of times, if you wait, like if you don't go on that day, a lot of times you can still get those releases either on Discogs or sometimes the record store still has them in stock. Like I was gonna get that Shot at the Devil. It was just a single. I think it had Looks at Kill and then two other songs. There was a picture
Yeah, I
disc or
saw
whatever.
that. I know.
Yeah,
I
I went
wanted
back
that,
and it
but
was
then
yeah,
I looked at the vinyl and the picture is so fucking blurry on there.
yeah, yeah. And then I was gonna get
I
it,
was
and I
like,
went back to
mm.
get it, and it was gone. So I snoozed
Some of
on it.
those reissues, they have really blurry photos. It drives me fucking nuts. I can't
Yeah,
stand that shit.
and picture disc, the quality is not as good. Like people get those audiophiles, or whatever.
Audio files, yeah.
Audiophiles, yeah, like they just know exactly how frequencies and shit.
Hmm.
I mean, I want it to sound good, but like if you listen to
So
music on iTunes compared to Spotify, it's a big difference. So, what's your number 5?
you're not going to elaborate on the Dio a little
Oh
bit
yeah,
more?
yeah. Well, I mean, just every song is a banger on it. I mean, the last in line, I just learned on guitar not too long ago, and I still can't play Vivian Campbell's guitar solos, which I think they're just amazing guitar solos.
Yeah.
Still to
What
this day, but
happened to
like,
him, dude? He went from being a badass shredder
yeah,
to freaking Def Leppard.
I still like to know what also would happen between him and Dio because Dio, I was reading Dio's book and it doesn't really go into about it, but I saw
Yeah.
that video where like kids were asking Dio about Vivian. He was like totally cussing and saying that fucking
Yeah, no.
loser. And I'm thinking that's
I
weird because
don't
like
know.
Dio's always known as like a nice guy. Like it was weird to see
Yeah.
him be that angry. Did you watch the Dio documentary yet? The Dreamers Never Die. Have
Nah,
you got?
it's on my list of things to do
Yeah,
though.
that's really good. I think it's one of the best documentaries that came out in a while. You might even
Mm.
cry in it because it's kind of sad at the end.
Really?
It's like-
Don't
yeah,
spoil it for me.
I bought the DVD set, the box set of it, and it comes with tissues, like tissues
Oh,
that you can.
really?
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
cool.
so. Is Egypt the chains are on that
Yeah,
one? Or am I
yeah,
thinking of
yeah.
another album?
Yeah, 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 Egypt, the chains are on, which
Yeah,
is
yeah. I like that
phenomenal.
song a lot.
Evil Eyes, The Last in Line, obviously Breathless, I Speed at Night, We Rock.
Yeah,
He always starts off with those kind of songs, like even on Holy Diver, like We Rock and the Stand Up and Shout, that kind of almost sounds kind of
yeah.
similar, kind of with that guitar riff that
Some of that's semi thrashy, in a way.
yeah. Mhm. That's how I kinda learned that kind of picking that
Yeah.
triplets. Yeah, man. What's your number 5? I
Pull
believe
it
it's
out
number
of
5.
the plastic sheath here.
Yeah.
Is it sheath or sheath?
Sheath or sheath? I don't know.
Plastic sheath or sheath? I think it's sheath.
Is that
So ready? There we go. This one's a bit more typical, but it's got to be here. Say,
Oh,
oh
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
See? Yep, so that's the beauty of it, like, I had it in mind, but mine was ranked at 10, you got yours ranked at 5, so shows our differences in taste, but the similarities in taste as well. Yeah,
Original press.
original
Original
press.
press. I
Yeah,
mean, who doesn't have this? Like,
yeah,
original press. That's fucking
yeah,
badass. You can't deny this
mm,
album, man. It's great.
yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, like, with me, like, I had all that stuff, I think, obviously going through life with my addiction and, like, getting stuff ripped off or trading stuff and
Shit.
then, like, losing stuff and
Well, this isn't my original from back in the day. See, I got this at CD Trader for like
yeah.
$12, but
Oh,
it's in
yeah,
really
yeah,
good shape. So, but
yeah.
it's an original press.
You inspired me to start getting out and trying to find records in other places in the 2 record stores I go to.
Yeah.
I get to hit, like, thrift stores and things like that, and
So I'd
yeah.
say my favorite on here has got to be shit. That's a hard one, man. Let me think.
Uh,
Um, Cliche, but I'll go Burn in Hell's my favorite.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, Burning Hell is, like, definitely a good one.
And The Price. What an amazing ballad, right? I love that song.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the price
Dee's
is
voice on The Price is just so
yep,
powerful.
yep. "Surprise, you gotta pay.
Hmm.
Na, 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 na." I did a karaoke version of Burning Hell, it sounded really good, it came out I shoulda did the whole song, but
Oh, cool.
I was
I
like,
gotta say R.I.P. to AJ Pero too.
"Oh, cool." Oh, yeah, yeah. Rest in peace,
Right.
AJ.
Yeah.
I think
He was
Twisted
in
Sister
another cool band called Cities. Have you ever heard of Cities?
never heard that, no.
Yeah, AJ Pero played drums for Cities. Check him out.
Okay,
Cities, dude. It's really good melodic heavy metal.
okay, huh.
I got their album. Like, check them out, man. They're pretty
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah, rumor has it that Twisted Sister might do a little reunion again, but
Oh, that'd be cool.
never heard much of it. They might get I get Mike Portnoy played drums for them that when they did that little get together a while back.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it's probably like playing like Mike Portnoy to go from Dream Theater to playing Twisted Sister music is probably a big difference in
Hmm.
drumming. No, this is child's play. No, but AJ was really good.
Yeah, he was great.
One of those
Do you
drummers that
remember back in high school, Scott? What was his name? Remember the big dude, Scott? He was kind of heavy set guy. He's a drummer in
mm,
some thrash bands. And
Scott. You mean Scott Whitfield? You think?
yeah. Scott
Yeah, yeah.
Whitfield.
He was like in Fatal Rage and all those bands. Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
always
he'd
had
always make,
you always had a little rival together sometimes.
yeah,
With
he'd always make fun of me. He's like, man, you need to play double bass. I'd be like,
yeah,
okay. And I didn't even start playing double bass till like 2000. I was
yeah,
like
yeah,
way late in the game.
yep,
I'm good at it now, but dude, just think if I would have started double bass back in the
yeah.
80s, I'd be
I
fucking
remember
like
like well when you
amazing.
first got into it, you still had this one bass, but you were doing the double bass pedal, right? Do you still do that, or do you have two bass drums? Like do you?
No, I just have double pedal and a single bass
Yeah.
drum.
Okay, cool. Kind of sets you apart from the other double bassers.
Yeah.
You don't really see that a whole lot, or maybe you do. You
Hmm.
just don't notice it because it's only one bass. Hmm, that's pretty cool.
Okay,
Oh,
so
my number four.
yeah, number 4.
This album had a big impact, especially when we met little Paul Merrill. Because obviously
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't get it in '84, but I got it. Later on when we met him because it came out. That's why I always thought it was an eight. That's why I always kind of thought it was an '85 record. But like, no, that's a fucking '84 record.
Yeah,
but I mean, to me, this is like I always say the Godfather of black metal, the one that started it all.
yes,
Even though people say Venom did, but I still think he started the sound of it. I think like doing those kind of vocals and it's
yeah,
weird because this is like, I like music that's well produced. I like to sound good. I like it if it's raw, if it's real. But this album is like so bad as far as production wise, but it's so good. It's like, and I think the reason why is because you just feel the intensity that he's playing at and he's singing in, and I think that's what makes it cut through so well. Even though it's like,
yeah,
if you put it on, it's very like people that don't really pay attention to production or whatever, they'll think, oh my god, that sounds like a garage recording or something.
yeah.
But some reason he gets away with it because it's just I think it's you feel that passion that he puts into it, and I think
I
that's what makes
just
it.
need to interject a second. The only
Yeah,
reason
yeah,
Bathory didn't make it on my list today is
yeah,
because I didn't actively start listening to them until probably 85, right? Or
yeah.
86.
That's the same with me.
Yeah.
I think it was when we got introduced to Paul, and when Paul
Hmm.
took us to his house, and but I still
Yeah.
I had to put it in because when I look
Mhm.
back, like, if I would have got it in '84, no doubt, but it still had an impact to the point that, yeah,
Yeah.
this was one of the great records that was released in
Mhm.
'84, even if we didn't discover it till a year later,
Yeah.
but or 2
Just think
later.
if you had an original press there, dude, you'd have like
I know.
a two thousand
Yeah.
dollar record.
Yeah, well, especially the one with the yellow goat or something like that. Yeah, I was looking at it
Yeah.
on Discog, I was like, "Damn, man, it's fucking
Thing goes
crazy."
for like 2-3 grand.
Mhm. And it was a great honor to be able to pay tribute to
Mhm.
Corathon on that album, the Hordes of Bathory, remember?
A tribute to the hordes from Bathory.
Yeah. Who was at the so how did that come about again? Like, did she reach out to you or you reach out to them? Or, like, how did we get that deal? Do you remember?
Shit, I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't even think they paid us for it, really. I think they just didn't they say, like, just record it? Or did they give
They
us, like, 300 bucks? I know that and
I don't
when we
even
did the
remember that.
I
But
know
they
when we
did
did the
send us the vinyls. We got the vinyls too. That was kind
yeah.
of our pay also.
And we got the little picture on the inside of the record.
Yeah.
Surprised nobody's uploaded that to YouTube. I was thinking about doing I got a thing where I can do, like, final to my digital. I need to
I was
get off my
surprised
butt.
too.
Yeah, I need to get off my butt and do that and maybe make a video of our version and put
Listening
it
to our version, it's really amazing. The
mhm.
only thing that's bad is just so flat sounding, but it still sounds
Yeah,
cool at the
yeah,
same time.
and I still feel like Roger or no, Romeo oh, no, wait, Roger Romeo.
Yeah. Roger Romeo.
Yeah, I think he accidentally forgot to put some of my guitar solos in there because I know I did more than just the one guitar solo. Because in the original song, there's, like, 2 or 3 different guitar solos, right?
Yeah.
And I remember recording but he must have thought those were different takes because he didn't know the song very well, which
But
is
we kicked
understandable.
ass on that. I re-listened to it about a year ago. I was like, damn, we're
Yeah,
fucking tearing
yeah.
it up on that song. It's
I
super
thought we
tight too.
Yeah, and I thought we played it more truer to the original than a lot of the bands who did covers on that album, but,
Yeah.
kinda like when we did the Cradle of Filth.
Hmm.
Somebody told me that Danny Filth heard our version and didn't like it or something.
Really?
Somebody that knows Danny Filth. They said they
Because when
played it for
I
him.
met them at a CD signing at Hot Topic in
Yeah.
2006, I brought that to get signed, and
Mhm.
Paul, the guitar player, he's like, "Oh, I really like your version, mate," or something like. I'm like, "Cool,
Yeah.
thanks."
Yeah, he probably liked it, but Danny Filth, he probably I can understand Danny Filth's probably like, "It's gotta be ultimate perfect."
Yeah.
He probably heard that keyboard or whatever, that silent
Shit.
movie sounding keyboard, probably like, "Oh, you fuckers." No,
Yeah.
but I thought we did a good job on it no matter what.
Hmm.
You blokes, you fucking wankers."
Hmm.
Cradle of Filth coming out with a song with Ed Sheeran, man, that's gonna be
Oh
interesting.
yeah.
I'm so curious. I mean, I guess Ed Sheeran's like a death metal fan or actually extreme metal, but it's weird to be like that. If you're a big fan of that kind of music, then why did you take the direction you did in
Yeah.
pop music, whatever? But I guess whatever pays the bills.
I still have a recording of us playing "Raise the Dead" on a boombox
Oh yeah, okay,
from Jimmy's room from like
yeah,
say '85, I think. Yeah.
hmm yeah. I
I
would like
got
to
a
hear that.
recording. I got to break that out and upload it
Hmm
one day or something.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing. When we get to making that documentary, we need to figure out how to get all that stuff from you, the digital.
Hmm.
Necro hit me up the other day. So you guys, I go, yeah, I'm still waiting for Tony. He's like, we gotta.
I
He's got
already
all the
got
stuff.
like
Yeah,
I got 10 VHS time coded already. I just got
that's
to get
good.
around to the rest. It just
Yeah.
takes a lot of time and effort.
hmm I
I got a
mean,
stack like this already marked with the time things
yeah.
on them, so I'll
I
get
mean,
around to the rest soon.
the big challenge is trying to find a way to get it digitized. But you can buy that thing on Amazon. There's a thing that you can do it with. I was
Yeah.
thinking, but or you can mail me the stuff and I could try to do it, but then that's gonna be cost a lot in postage probably. To
There's actually a place here in Tarzana that I could take it to. I already talked to
right.
him, so
Yeah, yeah. Find
mm,
out how much it costs, and obviously I'll pay for half or most of
yeah.
it. Just let me know
Uh-huh.
once you get ready to take it over there, and then we can just
Yeah.
compile it all together. And then
Hmm.
I've already reached out to a few people who's willing to do some video commentary, like some old fans. Like remember Spider, or I think his name's Spider, the kid who used to go to our. She was just talking to me on Instagram the other day.
Yeah.
Sent me a picture of the Jesus picture that he still has, and
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Actually, remember Andrew Duran? He
yeah,
still
Andrew
got a
Trent.
trash can with our
Yeah,
autographs.
yeah, he's
He
willing to
still
do
got
it.
it. He sent
I
me a few pictures the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, I reached out to him and said if he wanted to do a video talking about us too, and he said he definitely will. So yeah, we get all, and it's cool about today's technology is we can get these people to just do it from wherever they're at, like I did with Sweet Poison, and you did, just send us the footage, and then we could edit it all together.
And you can get Phil Lewis on there.
Yeah, I'd like to get Phil on there, and then at some point when we get it actually in the product, post or pre-production, whatever. I'll have like maybe we could do a video like a round table with me, you, maybe Necro if he's hoping to come on. We could talk about the making of it and where it's gonna go
Hmm.
and how we want to do it. And at some point we'll have a meeting of the minds, maybe bring Glenn in Ellen in as well, all the way
That'd be
from the phone.
great.
Yeah. So what's your number three, I believe. No wait. No, yeah. No wait,
Yeah.
you're number three, right? No wait.
Yes.
Are you sure it's not your
Number
number
three for me.
four? Okay. Or you know, so you sure it's not your number four? Because my number four was Bathory, and I went
Well,
first.
I have one, two. Oh yeah, number four. Sorry,
All right, no, you're good. I know it's hard to
because
keep track on
my
these.
number one is a cassette, so
Okay, cool.
it's not a vinyl.
Yeah, that's cool.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm building my
Here we
cassette
go.
collection. Yep.
It's not gonna be a
Number
surprise.
four. Oh yeah, right out of the cellar. I don't know why they didn't make my list. Forgot all about it. Damn it. And I saw him in concert that year. Part of the big story of doing the whole 1984 thing was Rat being my
Hmm.
second concert, and I didn't put that in my
Yep.
list.
Good old rap.
I think a lot of it too is because Invasion of Your Privacy is my favorite record by them. I think
Yeah.
to me that when that came out, that was like I like that better now the seller, but I still, I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong with that record.
This is not my favorite Rat album. My favorite Rat album is the EP.
Oh yeah, the EP is really good. Yeah, which
I
Stephen
like
Pierce
that
he's gonna be reissuing soon.
because that one's heavy, man. Like this,
Yeah,
they sound like they're down tuned on there.
yeah, they probably are. Matter of fact, I
But
think
this
they
is a
are.
great album too. You can't deny this one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like that's what set it off. I mean, round and round, obviously played to death, but still, but still good to hear when you hear it. Like, I like
Yeah.
the fact that Steven's still out there doing it. And he's playing the whole record in its entirety on tour right now.
Cool. If you can believe it, I found this very copy at a junk shop on Hollywood. No, in the Valley on Reseda Boulevard
Oh yeah.
at a cheap little shitty dime store.
Mm,
For guess how much, dude? You won't, and it's in really good condition. Guess what I found this for? Sitting there on a dusty piece of furniture on the ground.
probably 50 cents.
A quarter.
Damn, really? So I was
A
not too far off.
quarter.
Damn.
Dude, I was like, it's got to be fucked up. I opened the vinyl up. It's in good condition. I was all,
Really?
fuck yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, dude, a fucking quarter.
Damn, that's crazy.
This is the best, cheapest record I ever bought in decent shape in my whole
Yeah.
freaking life. This.
And I bet that pressing probably goes for a decent amount on Discogs or something. Whatever
Well, the
pressing that
album's
is.
so widely pressed and
Yeah.
overdone. It's not
That's
really a
right.
super valuable album.
Yeah, it's true.
Killer though, nonetheless, great album.
Yeah. Especially for a quarter. You can't buy that for $1.
Favorite song would be I really like In Your Direction. That's always
Oh
been one of
yeah,
my favorites.
yeah. I like communication breakdown. Not communication, but what's that one? The lack of communication.
Yeah, lack of communication.
That's a good one. Yeah, some like good stuff on there. Wanted Man, but that's overplayed.
Hmm.
I guess the hits would be kind of overplayed in a way, but they played on MTV like constantly,
Yeah.
like every 5 minutes. That was crazy. Like around that time when that was what was dominating the charts and dominating like it wasn't rap or pop or hip hop or Doja Cat, all that shit.
Yeah. You're lucky you saw Rat in concert, man. I never actually saw the
Yeah,
original Rat.
yeah. I wish I would remember like seeing them. I mean, I was way up in the seats, but I mean, I do have fun. I could see Stephen Pierce seeing them, but they were really small.
Too bad you
But
don't have that tour shirt still. That'd be worth some
I
money.
know, yeah. I tried to find it on eBay, but I didn't buy it to look good enough. I'll
That
just buy
shirt
it again.
goes for 200-300 bucks now.
Yeah, sure. Somebody,
Sometimes more, depending on condition.
I could probably get somebody to repress it or remake it. Probably get Glenn to do it on his little
Yeah.
shirt machine. I did buy an Ozzy Osbourne ticket from Selling Arena, I guess it's a replica. It was like $25, but it looks like the Selling Arena ticket that came at the
Oh, that's
same show
cool.
I saw, or whatever. So,
Nice.
I mean, it'd be cool if it was the original ticket stub, but no.
Hmm.
Yeah. So my number three, we're tagging along here. We're going a little bit over an hour, which is good. Is your number what was number this for you? This
Hmm.
this was your number seven or something like that or whatever. But yeah.
Six, six, six.
Oh yeah, yeah, yours was six. And then my number three, so it's just half of 666, which is
Mhm.
no coincidence or an irony there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But this is probably one of the Probably one of the represses because I got it not too long. Well, it's metal. It's on Metal Blade still, but
Yeah.
Metal Blade's a good record label. I
Well, at least is your inside the same as the original? The
mean,
the holds the record.
maybe it's got
Turn
this.
it around.
But yeah, but it's also colored vinyl, so
Oh no,
um,
it's a no,
very
it's
different. Yeah,
different.
yeah. This is the orange vinyl. I remember now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I always, I mean, that album cover. I mean, I got a banner of it. I got a T-shirt of it.
Hmm.
It's always been one of my favorite record covers of all time, art wise. And
Remember we used to go pick up Jimmy with it on the boombox, and
yeah, that's what I say. Like, remember Marcel always had it. Like, he'd always be like, "Be doing this shit." Like,
back then I felt all like we were doing something provocative and
yeah,
rebellious and
yeah,
scary because it seemed real taboo and like we were fucking
hmm
with the kids, like scaring all the kids and
yeah.
stuff.
We probably were. Oh yeah. What
Yeah,
is
it's a
that
great
shit?
album, man. Can't beat that one.
Yeah. Like, what is that shit coming out of there? So what's your number three? Number three on the Heezy.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. That's to me like that to me is like one of the pinnacles of 1984.
You know what's cool about mine? Well, you might have it too. I got the
Mm.
original order form.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm probably I like it. I think mine's a red vinyl, so it's a reissue. So, but who knows? Is it what? Do you have a colored vinyl? Is yours?
Yeah. This is the original press. The
Oh, that's the
first
original. Okay,
yeah, it's got the original order form here.
yeah. Because I remember when I first bought that album, I was introduced to it by you guys. Pretty much, I think, even though I knew who Wasp was just by seeing it in magazines. But it was like when I met and started hanging out with you guys, it's like, yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta get this. And I remember being in that was is now the RN Market, but it was like that
Oh
supermarket.
yeah.
Yeah, the next door to Jeff Ewert's house, whatever. But that's where
Uh-huh.
I remember buying it and having it in my hand, walking through the store, looking at it, and like, with my grandma shopping or whatever, because we just came from Merced to get it.
Remember
Yeah.
I always said this looked like you right there too?
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. Yeah, he said, and I used to try to look like him. I think 'cause at that time when we were first starting to put on makeup and shit, like I wanted to
A
be Chris
little
Holmes.
little tidbit here for everybody. Willow
Mhm.
Wisp fans too.
Yeah.
This is where I stole the idea for the big industrial fish hooks. Well, this was later
Oh yeah.
Willow Wisp after you weren't in the band anymore, but
Yeah, yeah.
I made Ibex wear a jacket with like
Oh yeah.
these
With the
kind of fish hooks all over
yeah,
it.
I kind of remember
And
that with
that's where
Ibex.
I got it from.
Yeah. Cool.
Because Ibex had like three of them going down his jacket.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And he'd be, oh, that's a cool idea. You originated that. And I never told him, oh, I got it from Chris Holmes.
Cool.
He thought I originated it, but it was really from that
Yeah.
picture.
That was for before your time, son.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, Wasps, man, can't fucking dude. I mean, I don't even know what's the best song in this album.
Like it's one of those albums where just I think I could put it on right now. Like I probably play it like at least 2 times a month. It seems like because like there's never a time where I put it on like oh it's gonna be kind of same old songs or whatever. I can still listen to I Want to Be Somebody and still
Hmm.
feels like fresh, like even though they overplay it. But
But if I had to pick two songs, my ultimate favorites would be "Sleeping in the Fire" and "The
yeah,
Torture Never Stops."
yeah. I was just figuring out Sleeping in the Fire. I was thinking about doing a cover of that, slowing it down and making it more gloomy or something. But
And "The Torture Never Stops." That's so
yeah,
fucking
like
heavy.
yeah,
That
that
song's
riff.
heavy.
Dun, 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 dun. What'd you think of Bernie Witch's cover of "I Want to Be Somebody"? I didn't really care for it. You like that?
Actually, I haven't
Bernie.
even heard it yet. I got to
Yeah,
listen to that still.
I just think they the pre-chorus they ruin it by playing the chords differently, and it's just like to me it's like someone who has it hears stuff, the way I hear it. It's like they do a chord progression that doesn't even fit with it. Like the way Blackie did it was perfect. The way those
It's "A
chords went.
Torture Never Stops" they covered.
No, they cover "I Want to Be Somebody," but when
Oh, I want to be somebody.
it sounds okay until it gets to the pre-chorus. That pre-chorus is ruins it. The way it's just something they do on the guitars. It doesn't sound. It's one thing to make a cover of your own, but when you completely change something, it kind of sounds.
But why that song? I mean, that song is great, but
Yeah,
there's so
they
much
do.
better ones than that one.
They covered that and "Shot in the Dark" by Ozzy, which that's a little bit better.
Oh,
Just
I did hear that one. I didn't really
yeah,
like that one.
yeah. I mean, I like that one better than the "I Want to Be Somebody," but yeah, I mean, it wasn't a little bit too over dramatic the way they just released a
Yeah,
video on it.
I
They're
didn't
a good
really
band.
like that. It was all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I mean, they're a good band. I like the fact that they're kind of keeping it old school, whatever. But
Hmm.
like that band, what are they called, lilac or whatever. Like they always do. Like I
Oh,
feel like yeah,
Lilac.
lilac. Yeah, the singer sometimes is a little bit too dramatic for me. That lilac singer voice,
Yeah. She,
like
yeah.
this. She's
Well,
like,
she really loves Dio. You can tell
yeah,
she tries to emulate Dio a
yeah.
lot.
I mean, she got a great voice, and she does hit some deal sounds there, but I think it was her facial expressions, and she gets a little bit too
Yeah.
dramatic, like it's almost like
Hmm.
a parody of metal or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, still talented. So that was your number 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got two more. Yeah.
yeah. So I got my number 2. This album had a big impact on me because I bought it probably pretty much right when it came out. I begged my grandmother for it for Christmas, and I
Oh
didn't think
yeah.
she would.
Armored Saints.
Yeah, and I didn't think she'd even come through with it, but I opened up the record or on Christmas Day or whatever, and it was
Hmm.
Armored Saints, March of the Saints. So she went back to
Yeah.
Kmart and was able to get it for me.
I remember you're the one that turned me on to Armored Saint.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe I brought it to you guys like, hey, check because this is I just met you guys like by a couple months before this.
Yeah, that was the album, dude. You're
Yeah,
you're the one that got me into them.
yeah, and it's like I just listened to this the other day. It's like this is like every song is great. It's this flawless record. I mean, it's just so good sounding, and even like the second album that came out was good, and they're still pretty good. Like
Hmm.
I guess their last album they put out a couple of years ago, and they still sound good. I mean, he still got his voice.
I kind of gave up on them after Symbol of Salvation.
Yeah, I think I got that on vinyl too.
That
Yeah,
was about where I just like, I
mm,
don't really
yeah,
dig them
yeah,
anymore.
yeah. They're supposed to put out a new record soon too. But yeah, I mean, nothing beats March of the Saint. I mean, it's just like fucking.
You have the EP. I have the original EP on Metal Blade too.
I probably don't. I probably just got this. As a matter of fact, it's probably a reissue. I think my original from Christmas of '84.
Yeah,
But yeah, March of the Saint, March
yeah.
of the Saint.
It's a
No,
great. Remember the video? Can you deliver?
yeah,
I love
yeah,
that video.
yeah. Me too. I love the way that song builds up and it just finally kicks in. You're like, hell yeah,
Hmm.
Joey
I hated
Hero.
when they dropped their whole image too. I was like, why'd they
Yeah,
drop their image, man? That was
mhm,
cool.
yeah. It's your number 2.
Alrighty, here we go. This one I can't take out of the glare because, well, you're gonna see the price I bought it for too, or whatever. I just don't want to
No,
mess
you're
with
good.
mess with it. So it's
Yeah, you're good.
Metallica, Red the Lightning.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I
But I
wonder when that was gonna make your list.
Yes,
You paid a
everybody, that's how much I paid for it because
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
crazy.
You paid a 140. Oh, hey, nothing wrong with that shit.
That's because it's a, Mega Force issue. I don't know if you
Oh,
can
yeah.
see it at
Yeah.
all, but
Yeah, so that's the original Megaforce.
well,
Now
this
do
is
you notice
actually right when they got signed to Elektra, but they're still Mega Force, so it's
mm,
like Mega Force slash Elektra.
mm. Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is a pretty rare press, but I mean, rare enough to warrant $140. So
That's what Eddie Trunk talks a lot about because it was around the time when he worked for Metal or Megaforce. He worked for that record label, and he signed Ace
yeah.
Frehley.
Hmm.
All those guys in Anthrax and Barney Z and those guys. But yeah. So when you
Pivotal,
buy it so when you spend that much
pivotal
money
album though.
oh, yeah. So when you buy an album like that for that much, it's a reissue, do you play it and, like, do you notice a difference in the quality of the sound or do you just,
I'll
like, don't
play it
even
once
maybe
just
play
to
it
make
once?
sure it doesn't skip or any malfunctions, then I'd never play it again.
That's cool. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Huh. Oh,
But
yeah.
it's in mint condition, so I just had to slice open the. It's still got the
Yeah.
actual plastic
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
manufacturer. It's just
And you bought that from a record store, and that's what they were selling it for, 140?
yeah, it's one of the ones up on the wall with all the
Yeah,
big
yeah.
heavy hitter.
And how long
Had
ago
to
was that?
have it. Yeah, maybe
I'd be curious
three,
about
three
what
years ago.
yeah,
3 years ago.
I'd be curious if it went up or down since then. 'Cause I bought, like, a I paid 150 for Miraker's album, the Mirrored It, the bonus version of the vinyl where it's a different cover, like a
Yeah,
painting or whatever. I paid 150 on Discogs, but I go out there now and it looks like it's selling for less, like it went down in value. I guess some records do that. They go like comic books, they go up, they go down.
yeah. So Fight Fire with Fire. First time I ever heard Metallica.
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah,
had the
yeah,
record,
yeah. I mean,
and
that's
he's
well,
all,
that's probably
don't
my
say
favorite.
anything. Just listen to this intro and listen how fucking heavy this is. I was like, right
Yeah,
when Fire with came on with that riff, dun
yeah,
dun 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 dun
yeah.
dun. I was
Matter
all,
of fact, I think
dude,
I take it
I
back.
was blown away. I was
Yeah,
like, that was a pivotal moment. Like, fuck,
yeah,
dude, this
me
is
too.
fucking
Yeah.
heavy and fast. Holy shit.
Yeah, so I take it back. My that's my favorite song on the album. I mean, Trapped in Paradise is great, but that's my favorite.
Yeah, Fire with Fire, man. That
It's
was
just
life changing, dude.
yeah. I mean, that opening is like yeah, you can't beat that opening. I don't think there's ever been an album opener like that in a long time, like, to where it just
That affected my life. I'll never forget that moment when that hit me on his
yeah,
stereo full blast. That was
mhm,
just like life changing. It was
yeah,
just so brutal, man. Like, fuck.
yeah. This is G, F, G, G flat, F, G,
Yeah.
F, G, G flat, yeah, or right in the
Yep.
E. Yep.
I can't wait to show you my number one. But
Yeah, well, my number 1 is your number something, is Wasp.
yeah.
This is my just like I said, it's my all-time favorite of '84. That to me, it defines the year for me. It was the last band I saw of that year in concert with
Hmm.
you. We talked about that earlier.
Yep.
Yeah, flawless record. Mine's probably mine probably don't have that thing that you have, but it kind of comes with the pictures.
Yeah.
Does yours have that too?
Yeah.
Probably not. Yeah, in that in the back, but
Did
yeah, it
yours
doesn't.
come with like an order form replica or anything or
No,
extra
no,
stuff?
no. I guess not. But it would have been cool if it did. But oh, it's a pink vinyl.
Oh,
Which is a
cool.
weird color for wasp. You think it'd be red?
They should have had it like a big saw blade.
Yeah, I know, right? That would have been cool. I do got the first album, or it's a gold vinyl. It's of the "Fuck Like a Beast." Well, it's not the album, but the single or whatever.
I
I got
have the pig's head. It's like a bat head.
oh, cool.
Picture disc of
Yeah.
Wasp with
Oh
I
yeah,
Want to
yeah.
Be Somebody and
Oh
Sleeping
yeah.
on the Fire live on the reverse side.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Have you ever
yeah.
seen that? That one's pretty rare.
Yeah, I've seen that. It was really good. Hell yeah, man. Okay, so your number one was is it's
I'm
on
gonna
cassette.
have you play the guessing game again.
Okay. I just found a Doc and Under Lock and Key on cassette yesterday. We got that.
Oh, cool.
Probably one of the originals because it's all kind of cruddy looking. But I was at the record store yesterday and I came across that. I've
You,
just been getting.
you want to play the guessing game or not? If not, I'll just show
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna say your number one is. Hmm, it's probably hard
Three
to get.
guesses, three guesses, and then a hint.
Yeah. Um, Queen's Rectal Warning.
Nope.
Uh, Lizzie Borden, Give 'Em the X. I'm always gonna say
Nope.
that. It's probably just like more like an EP, I guess. But oh, Destruction,
Nope.
Sentence of Death. Okay.
Now hint time.
All right.
No, I won't give you. I'll just show you. Fuck it. Ready?
All right.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. It's a tape.
Oh, Sweet Poison. Okay, yeah. Doesn't have it doesn't have to be a band that was huge inside. It's whatever made that impact you in 1984. I mean, the fact that you still got that's the one you got at the Winton Hall
Yep.
when we see him play. Does that have Frank Alcazar's signature in there in the band or whatever?
Yeah, signed by the whole band.
Oh, cool. Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if you can see it. I can't really tell what I'm
Mhm.
doing. But
Yep. Yeah, I remember, I think it was Glenn or me that got the tape that day because we could only afford one, so and I think Glenn got it all signed, and I remember that's how to this day, when I write thanks, I write THANX, and I took that from Frank Alcazar.
yeah, that's what he wrote here.
Yeah, that's where I got it from to
You
this
still
day.
have your tape?
No, I don't, but I mean, when I
Really?
had it back
Oh,
in the day, I always wrote thanks like that, just because I thought that was so cool that he did that. Like, wow, that's fucking amazing. You changed the
that's
letter, and
Sweet Poison, Till Death Do Us Part. So
yeah.
what happened to your tape? You lost it or something?
Probably. I mean, obviously, like we got it back then, and so and again, I think it was Glenn that got it, like
Oh, okay.
because we were both went, and you guys were there, and I think I might have bought my own copy. I don't remember. I kind of remember Glenn buying it because I couldn't afford it or something. Like I think we could only afford one because like, my grandma didn't have that much money. So how much was it again? Do you remember the cost that we paid for
Oh
this?
shit, I don't remember.
Probably $5 maybe.
Honestly, can't
Sweet
remember at
poison.
all.
Sweet poison. I wonder if it went gold or platinum.
But my favorite song would be Born Again.
Yeah,
Epic
yeah.
song.
Uh-huh.
I love that song.
The bass line. I think
I
I
love
even
the
like
middle of the guitar part. The
mhm. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
it's a
Yeah, and full
badass riff.
disclosure, if Mike Dunn is listening to watching, I think I took a riff. I think I wrote a riff that's similar to that, right? Wasn't we have a song that and I used didn't we do that in like sleep or something? Or there was a song that we had where it was very similar
Yeah,
to that riff,
I can't remember what song it was.
and I don't think I deliberately ripped it off, but I subconsciously did.
Yeah.
I did that with Lame. Remember Lame? Like I didn't, and it's so weird because yeah, but the part that goes, "Oh, oh, oh." That's
Oh
almost
yeah, yeah.
exactly like balls to the wall and accept, but I don't remember
Oh,
ever
cool.
when I came up with that melody, I don't ever remember thinking of that song in my head at all, or even listening to that
It's
song at
also
all.
like that one band that had that
Yeah.
'90s hit that's like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
what was that song called?
yeah. It was by
It's
that
like
one band called something they were like, what was that band called? Something Doctors or something? No, not
they
Spin
just
Doctors.
like mum. It was just like
Yeah.
like
Oh, mhm. But
yeah.
that
I forgot
melody
what
is
it
almost
was.
but if you listen to the Balls of Wall when they little that little breakdown after the solo, they oh, it's almost
Okay,
the same thing
maybe
we do it.
it's
Yeah.
subconscious or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't notice it till, like, years later. I was like, "Wait a second, because I was listening to Balls of the Wall. I was like, "Wait, that sounds like Lame." Like, "How the fuck?"
Yeah.
'Cause I wasn't even listening to that song at that time. I was into
Mhm.
other shit, even though I liked that song, but but
Yeah.
even when I listened to that song in the '80s when that song came out, I don't even remember that part in the song, like, hearing it, I was thinking, "Whoa, that was actually in that song?" I just remember, "Balls to the wall," and then
Yeah.
I didn't remember the
So
middle
thank
part.
you, Sweet Poison. Rest in
Yeah.
peace to Kenny. Kenny was a big inspiration to me, man.
Mhm.
Like in
Yeah.
high school. Remember that time I took him our recording and I was all scared, like giving
Yeah,
him our
yeah,
tape.
uh-huh.
At
Yeah, I
the he was
remember
at
that.
the locker and he had
Yep.
his hair all done up. He had his eyeliner on. I was all
Uh-huh.
shaky. I
Yeah.
was all, yeah, Kenny. You're like, oh, go give him our tape.
Yeah,
I'm all,
I
no,
told
you
that
give it to him.
uh-huh.
We're all like prodding each other. No, you go. No, you
Yep.
go.
Yeah, I remember
I was
that.
all,
I told
yeah, I'll go. But I
uh
remember I was all shaky. I was literally like shaking and getting all sweaty and shit.
Yeah, I told that story too on the when we had him and Mike on the Gen X Brothers, I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Tony was so scared to bring a demo," and but he said he felt honored and stuff. It was really cool. And,
Yeah.
Frank's doing those cool voiceovers, I guess, as he's got a
Hmm.
business, he's actually really good at it, like and, like, it's weird because I'm hearing, like, some of the stuff he's doing, I'm thinking, "I've heard that in a commercial before," so that must've been so now when you see those voiceover commercials or, like, a movie come in, like, it's probably Frank Alcazar most likely
Oh,
'cause
cool.
he's been getting awards for it and stuff, and then Mike's doing his thing with his music, and I'm not
What
sure
was
what
this side
Billy's up to.
project he had? He was singing that song Lisa and all. Yeah, the super Jeff Tate
Yeah,
voice.
so that was
What were they called?
I remember they were Astral Night, but I think
Yeah, Astral Night.
yeah, but I think Lisa was a second era of Sweet Poison because I think that was when they released that little demo. It was still titled
Oh,
as,
really?
but that's when Frank started singing as a
Oh,
Billy Love, and then that's when Frank started singing. And so they recorded like a 3 song demo, and there was like Lisa, and there was 2 other songs, which might have been that Heroes song maybe, or
yeah,
like
Heroes.
yeah,
Because I still have a recording of that actually somewhere.
yeah. And I remember like learning the song Lisa. I remember like it went like this, something like if I remember, I probably wrote a song similar to it, but it was like
Yeah, yeah. Sleep.
yeah,
Sounds like sleep.
yeah, yeah,
That's where you got it from.
yeah, probably yeah.
That's where you got it
Sorry,
from.
guys. I
Sleep.
swiped your music, man.
Remember sleep?
Yeah,
Sleep?
that's
Yeah, that was sleep.
yeah, it was kind of I would say it was inspired by, not ripped off.
Yeah,
No, but pretty similar. You can't
that's
help it
crazy.
when you're totally influenced and
So
Lisa.
that's my number one.
Yeah,
Because that year, Sweet Poison was a huge inspiration. They played the high school gym and all
yeah.
that
I
shit.
mean,
It's just
yeah,
shit, just like sticks in my mind forever. You know.
I told those guys, I go, "You guys were like the rock stars of that town, and you were the local you were the Motley Crue and the Rat of Atwater." Like, if we couldn't afford to go to a big concert, then we had Sweet Poison to give us that same rush as seen, with those pyros that they would do, pyrotechnics, little dry ice and stuff. Yeah.
Do you want to get to our honorable
Yeah, let's do
mentions or
that.
no?
Yeah, let's do some honor mentions. We'll be really quick on this, so we're not 2 hours. But
Here's one
um,
of my honorable mentions first.
okay. Oh yeah, so you got that on your list? Yeah.
Armored Saint.
hmm Mine is
Ooh.
Scorpions. Love at first
Oh,
sting.
oh yeah, yeah. I was gonna have
Classic.
that, but I
Yeah,
didn't do it.
every song is a banger on that or a winner. What you got? What else you got?
The hell, my Sweet Poison tape fell. I want to make sure it didn't fucking break.
Lisa.
Uh,
Hey, that song's stuck in my head now.
Next honorable mention.
Oh
Hanoi
yeah, I
Rocks.
need to get
Two
them on
Steps
vinyl.
from the Moon.
I keep always like say when I go to a record store, I always forget what I want to look for. Like it's like I need to
This
start
album
writing
is
a list.
great, especially
Mhm.
Underwater World.
Yeah,
That's one of the
I like his solo
masterpieces.
music. His last 2 solo albums are really good, man. Michael Monroe.
Yeah, I love Michael Monroe.
Yeah, his last album was really good. Like I think it was like a 2022 release.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
Alrighty.
I got Dokken Tooth and Nail. This was
Nice.
gonna probably make my top 10, but it just kept moving down and down. But because for me, Dokken, my favorite is the Under Lock and Key. Like that to me, like that's the pinnacle of Dokken. Even though Tooth and Nail is really great,
Yeah,
I
it's
just really
awesome
love.
album. That's my
Yeah,
favorite Dokken albums, Tooth and
yeah.
Nail.
Because to me, like Under Lock and Key when that came out, the Hunter. To me, I still think that's one of the greatest
Yeah. I
rock
love that song.
songs or metal songs ever written. I think it's just. I remember me and Jimmy used to rave about it. Like, oh my god, we used to just like we used
Hmm.
to get almost like a boner every time it would come on MTV. We'd get like a hard on because it was just something about the song, and you hear it now. It's just a regular song, but there's
I
just
love
something
the
the way
video too.
there's
The way the video is with George Lynch
yeah.
playing the solo.
There has to be something to do with the way it's tuned or the chord progression he's using. It's just some kind of weird way it resonates. Oh yeah, give him the axe, even though it's an EP, but I still had to
Yeah,
include it because it's 1984, and it was actually my introduction to Lizzie Borden because I wouldn't have known who they were if you didn't talk about them all the time back in it, and
yeah,
you'd always talk about Give Him the Axe. This is a reissue.
yeah.
This is the one that came out a couple years ago. I think it's like the gold
Ooh,
color one. Yeah, because he reissued
I
all of
have,
his.
I have the original of that.
Yeah.
Here's one of my
Oh
honorable
yeah, yeah.
mentions,
I was thinking.
TKO.
Yeah, I was streaming that not too last week. Came across, and
The
that's
thing
actually
with
really.
TKO, to me, they're a one trick pony. The album before this is very
Mhm.
70s outdated rock and it's a
Yeah.
little lame. Then the
Mhm.
one after this, they try to be Bon Jovi wussy commercial rock.
Yeah.
And this is a sweet spot. It's just good, hard driving, dirty,
Yeah.
glammy, like
Yeah.
fucking melodic hard rock.
Mhm.
This album's fucking amazing.
Yeah, which kind of reminds me of this one. Just really good melodic rock in every song.
Yeah, it's a great album. Their last great
Pyromania.
one
Yeah, their last great album.
before they went to total
Yeah. I did
crap.
I was a sucker and bought that last album they put out. It was I haven't listened to it
Oh
once.
god, dude, I gave up on them after Hysteria. Everything is
Yeah.
down,
I think
down,
I just bought
down,
it just
down.
because, I think I just bought it because like, "Oh, it's Def Leppard. They're still doing it." I like the one song was okay, but then the other whole album just kinda sound like
Yeah,
country rock.
and you can't beat this, of course.
Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. See, I was gonna put that in, but technically it's a 1983 release, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always thought it was
Let
84
me
too,
see.
man, to this day, but, I'm pretty sure it's an 83 release, but he toured in 84 because it
Holy
came out.
shit, dude, I fucked up. I
No,
swear
no,
it
you're
was
good, but,
84.
I almost did the same thing, and I wanted to so you know what? I'm gonna say fuck it because that was my first concert, and it's
We'll just
84 and
pretend.
yeah, it's 84. To me, that's an 84 record, you know?
Yeah.
Just like I always say, Shout at the Devil. I always thought Shout at the Devil was 84 for the longest time, and I realized it was 83. But maybe because I bought it in 84, so to me those are records of 84, even though
All right, for my screw up, I'll rectify it with an
they.
original vinyl I've had since back then.
Oh yeah, oh shit, yeah, I've been meaning to get that. I got the one that came after Soldiers in Command. Cool. Oh yeah, the Yellow Brock Attack.
And look, I've had this so long, it's got waterlogged, fucked up on the
Yeah,
bottom and everything.
yeah. Has that got
This is my
Honesty on it?
original dude from back then.
Yeah. Has that got the song Honesty, or is that came out? Or was that on the album afterwards?
Well, that wasn't on this album.
Honesty. Yeah, yeah,
No, that was later. Look, it's
yeah.
got the original order form too,
Oh yeah.
with the fucking like water damage.
Yeah, Michael Sweet started following me on Instagram, so it'd be
Oh,
kind of
cool.
cool. They got a documentary in the works too, which is gonna be cool to see.
Oh, nice.
Eddie Trunk was talking about it because he did some stuff on it.
Oh no! Look at that. The little piece is just barely hanging on right there. Wait,
Oh shit! Yeah,
maybe I gotta be careful. It's about to
yeah.
fall off right there.
I
Yeah,
got
it's a
this.
fucking great album. Striper was heavy for a
Yeah.
Christian metal band.
Oh yeah. I got Loudness Disillusions,
Yeah.
which I discovered later. Like I didn't. I always thought Thunder and East was like their first album in in America, even though they had albums in Japan. But
That's a good
like I
album.
just yeah, and I just started listening to it like maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. But it's still going to include it as an honorable mention because it was a good release for '84. But I just think Thunder and East is what set them off. 'Cause of
Hmm.
Crazy Nights, and which is weird. Like if you look at, I look at Loudness on Wikipedia and their discography. They got like fucking 50 albums, man. Like a
Do
lot
you
of them are
have
in
the
Japan.
Akira
It's
Takasaki
crazy.
solo albums? Like,
No, but I heard some of them. They're pretty cool.
I got a
For
couple of
streaming.
them.
Yeah, there's a couple of streamed I streamed, and yeah, it's really good stuff. I mean, they got kind of heavy over the years. I mean, they're like more kind of
Hmm.
almost thrash in some of their later records.
Yeah,
Another one, Queen's Reich,
yeah.
The Warning,
I
which is
almost put that in my
yeah,
honorable mentions, but
mine
I
too.
didn't.
I mean, it's a great album, but I think for me, Queen's Reich is um, Mind Crime, and then like I
Hmm.
always like the one before it, the new Rage for Order. But
Yeah.
this is a phenomenal record. And they're actually
My
playing this.
favorite's always been the EP is my favorite.
Yeah, an EP, definitely. They were playing this album in its entirety on tour now, which
Cool.
I saw them in concert a couple years ago, but now they're not coming to Portland doing this
Yeah.
record, which I wish they would. um, any more honorable mentions?
Do we have 5 and then a few
Yeah,
more
yeah,
or no?
yeah. Just break out what you got.
I got 3 left and that's it.
Yeah, I got 3 left too. I got 2 left actually.
So the next one would be
Oh yeah, this one. I just got that finally on vinyl recently. One of the new repressing though.
yeah, this original Metal Blade. I think second press, but
Yeah, yeah. Nice.
honestly, tell you the truth, I love Destruction, of course, but this album is very influential to get me into them. But I didn't really get into them until Infernal Overkill. I
Yeah,
was like, oh hell
I
yeah,
didn't even know about him until Infernal Overkill. That's when we met Paul, and Paul introduced me to him.
yeah.
But that was the first record I got from them, and then
If you look at them, they look sort of glammy. Look at that.
yeah,
Look at that makeup on and stuff, huh?
yeah, they even had like black or purplish black lipstick or whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever. Yeah, they were ahead of their time for their look.
yeah.
German
Destruction's
trash.
badass.
When we think of the big four in America, we think of Anthrax, Slayer, Metallica, and what
Hmm.
Megadeth or something. But I think the big four in like German would be like Creator, Destruction, Sodom, and Destruction, or probably a fourth one, but I can't think of.
Tankard.
Tankard, yeah. So I just came across them not too long ago. Even I know who they were, but just
Hmm.
never really listened to them until recently. Rising Force,
Yeah, it's a good one.
perfect album for '84. This was really influential on me early in
I
the
have that
day.
on cassette tape.
Still can't play Yngwie note for note like some people can. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can mimic his vibrato sometimes. I can get his influctuations or whatever you call them. But
Did you ever hear him in Steeler? I'm sure you got the Steeler
yeah,
album, right?
yeah, I finally got the Steeler on vinyl. Like I've been
Yeah,
wanting it for like a long time. I finally snagged that on Discog. I think it might be a reissue though. But yeah,
it's really good.
yeah, it's really good. I love
So
them in
here's
Alcatraz.
another. Yeah, and Alcatraz was awesome. Here's
Yeah.
another one of mine.
Oh yeah, yeah. Kick Axe. I've been wanting to get that on vinyl because I
Yeah.
remember that being really good. And their new stuff sounds pretty good. Like they have a new album I think they put out, and it actually sounds pretty good.
On the road to rock.
Yep. And my last
Good
honorable
album.
mention is Hellhammer.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that totally just slipped my mind. Fuck.
Remember when Paul first played this for us, and I thought, "What the fuck is that shit?" Like,
Yeah.
the fucking hammering on and the screaming and the it's just like,
Oh, dude, I feel so
that
bad.
was
There's
just
2 I don't have physical copies of.
yeah.
So we could go in and take 2 out of my top 10, but it'd be Celtic Frost,
Oh yeah.
Morbid Tales
Yeah,
EP,
I was gonna put
but
that
the
in there too.
first Bathory
Yeah.
would definitely be in there too. So I got to mention those. But I don't have the actual physical copies of
Mhm.
this.
Yeah. Did you ever get this from Celtic Frost? The
I
box
can't
set.
see it.
It's
Oh, I didn't
the
get that.
yeah, it's really good. It's got all the first 5 albums or first and it's got a cool booklet. This book on the inside, Storytell.
That's the cassette one.
It's the CD one. Yeah.
Oh, CD one.
Yeah, it's got like first
Ooh,
5 albums. It's got a demo, a rare like rehearsals from the first album,
yeah,
like rehearsals when they first got together. And it's
that's
got like a
cool.
really nice little booklet and everything. It's called Dance Macabre. Yeah, $100.
And then my last one I'm going to show, I'm done, is of course Lizzie Borden Give Me a
Yeah, yeah. You get the
original press.
I remember that's all you and Lee would talk about when I first met you guys. Like, Lizzie Borden. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Do
remember
you
when
have the original press?
no, I don't. Like I said, I got the reissue from that just came out a couple years ago. The different colored
Yeah.
vinyls, and it's numbered, which I got mine is numbered, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to get Lizzie Borden on the show, man. I'm gonna reach out to him at some point, or at least his brother. His brother follows me on Instagram, Joey.
Yeah.
If we can't get Lizzie Borden, we'll get Joey.
His hair got better
Oh, nice.
from that. It's a
Yeah,
little
right.
bit too froey there, but it's still cool.
He's probably, thank God I got straight hair now, like us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Probably uses dark and lovely like we do.
Yeah. So that's it for all my stuff.
All right, man. Oof. This was an hour and a half. Great television.
Yeah.
And we hope we inspired some of you out there to get out there and get some music, go and get the classics. You know,
That was
never
a task. That was a fun task, but a task nonetheless.
Yeah, we're gonna hopefully do this again. Maybe at some point we'll do a 1985 or 1986. Bring on some of our old buddies from be cool. Bring in Jude, fucking Paul and Pete, our old bass player Pete. He was
Oh
like those.
yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
bring in
awesome.
Aaron. Yeah, Aaron was. I think when we get to 88, 89, when we met Pete and
Oh
Aaron,
yeah,
we'll bring them in and
that'd be
uh,
cool.
have them do their list of like the albums that were out around that time. Because you know,
With Aaron, we'll definitely have LA Guns in there. That's for sure.
yeah, yeah, LA Guns probably. And when did Pretty Boy Floyd come out? That was 89 or 90. The Pretty Boy
89.
Floyd. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so we'll have him on that for that. Reach out to him. Yeah, man, this has been great.
That was cool. That was fun.
Whenever, yeah. So everyone out there, buy physical music. I mean, streaming is cool.
Yes.
It's like if you want to like sort of preview something like me, I stream music that way, just as a way of finding new music. If I
Hmm.
like it enough, then I'll look and see if they have vinyl or CD or cassette, and I'll support the band. And not only that, just be able to hold it in your hands. You know.
And a new rule not to spoil music. What I always do when a new album's coming out,
Hmm.
don't listen to the whole thing before you purchase it. Listen
Yeah.
to
Right.
2 songs. That's
Yep.
your limit.
Exactly. Yeah.
And just like don't spoil the rest. Just choose good
Yeah.
sampler, and then
Yeah.
you have 10 more songs to enjoy instead
I
of.
feel like a lot of these bands these days they put like 5 videos out or 5 singles out
Yeah, I
before
hate
the
that.
album comes. Me too. It's like because then they wonder why the album doesn't really, I guess, get a lot of attention because well, we already heard most of it when it
Yeah, then
like it,
people aren't excited. They're all, I've
yeah,
already heard the album. I'm not really excited
yeah,
anymore.
like or they even don't even remember when it's supposed to be released because they thought it was already released because there's so many songs. That's why I say like just do it like they used to, one single before and then a
Yeah.
bunch of singles after it's out. Do the
Hmm.
whole do all singles if it's all right. Everyone, be kind to yourself. Be kind to everyone else. Because if you're not good to yourself, you're no good to anyone else. Horns up and peace out. In record.